Hey everybody, Ethan Hammond the Pond Dude here with Amen Corner Ponds, and today we wanted to shoot a video and show you guys a little bit of our background. Wanted to show you guys kind of our unique building style, and we're going to start a series here showing you guys a breakdown of different water features that we've built, what went into them, what the thought process was, and kind of what our philosophy is when we're building water features. We wanted to take this time and really break that down for you guys so you guys could understand where we're coming from with our unique style, with what we decided to do with individual projects, and kind of where all of that comes from, all the way up from where we started to where we are now. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Let's jump right into it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm sitting here today at one of my favorite projects, and this is considered the Dream Stream, as the owner here has called it. And this is a 150-foot long pondless waterfall, and this thing is stunning. And the reason I wanted to film here today, because of what we're kind of talking about, is just because it really shows the style of artistry that we try to achieve here at Amen Corner Ponds. Starting off with what got me into it. First of all, I've been in water and playing with rocks and dirt since I was a little kid. I grew up on a farm, and I always had the ability to go turn on a garden hose from our well, run it, play in the mud, play with ravines that the water washed out, and from there I really have a love for outdoors, and I couldn't stay inside. Growing up, I thought maybe something I might do would be an architect, because I love the design side of things. I love being able to create, and I thought that would give me a career in that passion. But one day I realized that I was not going to be able to sit still at a desk all day and be handcuffed to just staying indoors, because I love being outdoors so much. And come to find out, there was an industry that was perfect for me, and I just hadn't found it yet. About 2 years into me thinking that, hey, an architect is about the only thing that I could do that would be able to allow me to use that design side of me, I found out about ponds. My dad actually did a lot of different things throughout my childhood, did lawn care, cleaned pools, and a customer asked us to clean a pond. And I fell in love with the ponds itself. I wasn't interested in the pool side of things as much. I never really liked mowing and blowing. That side of it was just not as interesting to me, but I fell in love with the ponds. And my plan was actually to be an architect and to build ponds on the weekends, because this is where my passion lied. Through that, I found Aquascape, and I found out that people actually do this every day for a living as their job, and I couldn't have been more excited. So fast forward about a year later, I had taken all of Aquascape's online courses multiple times through. At this time, I'm only 13 years old, and a gentleman that we knew also had a garden center, had some old koi ponds, and he basically said, hey, you're interested in doing this, come on out for the summer, you can rebuild the ponds, I'll pay for all the materials, and then you can see how you liked it, and if you really liked it, stick a yard sign up and run with the business as soon as you can drive. I spent that summer along with some friends redoing a pond for him. Got dropped off multiple weekends by my parents and just worked there on a Saturday, and it was honestly some of the most fun I've ever had. It was stressful, it was fun, but I overall just absolutely loved the process. And through that one pond, I actually started my business as soon as I turned 15, got my driver's license, and started doing them. I didn't do very many at first. I was only doing 3, 4 a year, but I knew that I loved this industry. Finally, I found out about Artist of the Years. And for me, that has always been a goal that I've been trying to push for. We try to get better and better each year, knowing that we're not where we need to be. We know we have more growth to do, and each year we try to get better and better. And one of the things this past year has taught me, and even this project here, is that we're finally getting to a point where I can look at some of our features and be like, it's really hitting that natural point that I'm trying to hit. So from that point, we really ran with trying to make sure that all of our products were as natural as we could possibly do, I was watching YouTube videos from other artists of the years, pictures, screenshots of their videos, taking photos off of their Facebook page and really studying them, looking at how the stones are layered, looking at how they utilize driftwood, looking at how they did their edge treatments, all of the things that go into creating a natural product, basically. I've spent hours on YouTube watching Atlantis Water Gardens. I really like their style. It doesn't match my style perfectly, but it's very similar, I feel. So I've emulated a lot of their stuff. Another one that I really love their work would be Fontana Water Gardens. They do a fantastic job, and we've really tried to grab some elements of some of their streams and pondless waterfalls that they do, because I really love some of their stuff. And then you've got some of the guys who are in more mountainous areas. You've got the Harps. Their stuff is incredible. You have Tussie, some of their stuff. We don't use the same type of stone, but some of that is really cool as well. So through the years, kind of taken what everybody has kind of shown, we put together kind of our own unique style. Again, maybe grabbing an element from this that we like and grabbing an element of that. And then another thing that finally pushed that next level for us to really start to grow our craft and our trade and our artistry was to kind of try to look at what would fit here naturally. I live in Aiken, South Carolina, and we do a lot of work in and around South Carolina, a little bit in Georgia, and just trying to see, okay, what looks good here. We have some elevation, but we don't have a lot of elevation, so that plays into it. Also, we've got a lot hotter weather than some other places, so learning how to tie natural artistry and beauty of a natural feature without sacrificing low maintenance and high quality features that were going to look and act great within an ecosystem. Trying to figure out what plants interacted with our environment and all of that. One of the big things that I spend a lot of time on in all of our builds is the detail work near the end. The plants that are going on the project, the driftwood pieces that we're incorporating in, moss placement, and not over covering everything with moss. I don't think that you should cover everything with moss. If you've got to cover every crack, every crevice, then I don't think the artistry is there yet. Not that some jobs don't call for it, but if you have to do that to make it look good, then you're just covering stuff up. Where I think moss placement and stuff like that is the right crevices, the right corners, the right spots. That's where true natural moss look comes in. Again, same with our edge treatments. I spend a lot of time on our edge treatments, mixing it up, using stone, using gravel, using mulch that's brought right up to it, using carnivorous plant beds. All the different things that we do, we try to change it and tweak it so that each individual feature is just better and better from that standpoint. It's probably my favorite day working on it, is just finishing up all those details and tying it all together to create such a natural feature. All the plant life that we bring in that has such a natural feel to it, breaking up the different rocks, even the one right here next to me. Just the proper placement of all of that, to me, makes a feature. And I'm absolutely just loving kind of where our team is and everything. Speaking of the team, our team with where they are right now has finally allowed us to be able to focus on our artistry, not just run the business, not just build low maintenance water features, but also focus on the artistry of it. We've got a great team. We've got our foreman, John, who's been with me now, I think this is going on his 3rd year. We've got Tim in the office. He's been taking a lot of stuff off me in the office. He's been doing some of our video work. That's been really fantastic. We've got Dion, who's been here a while now, and then we've got Cameron, who is a newer guy, but has really taken a love for the artistry and being outdoors, and he's really taken a run with a lot of this stuff. And so having a fantastic team in the background now has really, really helped us be able to start to kind of move in the direction of really focusing on our artistry. I feel like where we are now, we're really starting to be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor from that standpoint, seeing how these features are maturing after all of our research of what plants were, different combinations of edge treatments that we use, the size boulders that we use, all of that is really starting to come together to create some truly beautiful features. Now, one thing that is super interesting kind of about what we do is we don't do a lot of large projects. Now, I've chosen not to do a lot of large projects. I take 3-4 a year. I love them. They're awesome when they come, but we don't do a lot of them, and that's kind of by choice. When they come, we really focus on those. We spend our time doing them and stuff, but we do a lot of smaller features. And I've really taken it kind of a challenge to myself to make those smaller features look good. A lot of times if you look at someone's work, they're big, giant features with 25,000 gallons an hour flowing over the waterfalls. They're gonna look good because that's a ton of water flow. That is gigantic boulders. So yes, that looks amazing. And again, I love doing projects that are huge and look awesome. But taking a small project where the stones are smaller, where you have tighter spaces, where you only have 3,000 gallons an hour flowing over a certain section, I really feel like your artistry really comes out in those moments. And so we've really taken it upon ourselves is in those small areas, how can we make high quality artistry products in a very small project? And so we take our time, we incorporate all the same elements, but it takes a lot of detail work, and I think it's paid off with some of our projects in the past few years. I'm really happy with how some of those are turning out. We're still, again, striving every day to be better and better, and we by no means arrived. We're still trying to grow our artistry and stuff, but I really feel like where we are getting to with some of our stuff is getting there, and those small projects have a lot to do with it. I find myself after 2 or 3 small projects, and then we have a bigger one, turning out even better because of the little things that we tried and tweaked and worked on with a small project. And so we try to put that effort in through all of our projects, not just the giant ones, not just the little ones, but all of them. And I think that kind of continued look through all of our features, you can see the artistry, not just in our big ones, but also in our small ones. I've seen other people's waterfalls that they try to rush in, they're quick, they're good, and trust me, I get the maybe a cheaper price point waterfall, I get that. Maybe you're trying to get in and out sooner, and I totally understand it. But something that we try to do is even on those small ones, we really put a lot of work into our artistry of those. And I think it's really, really paid off. Some of the ones that we have, I love going back to, I love seeing customers are just over the moon about it. Now, probably my favorite part about what we do is our customers. Our customers are the only reason we get to do what we get to do. The industry itself is just incredible. I owe a lot of that to Greg and Aquascape and what they've done, this industry that they've built. It's just awesome, and I couldn't ask for better customers and better clients that we get to work for and build for. And their trust in our artistry to be able to do and build and design is ultimately what allows us to build all those amazing features. If customers had a unique set that they wanted to do or didn't trust our artistry as much, our artistry wouldn't be able to show through the way it does in all of our projects. I can't say enough good things about our customers. It's like a family reunion every time we get to go back to their house to do a maintenance visit or to do a clean out or just check up on them. Now, one thing that I'll kind of go over with you guys with our artistry is our style. So I like to pick, whenever I do a project, I like to pick a style that I'm going for on that particular project. Now, you see kind of our particular style, just like everybody has throughout an entire project. You'll kind of see that through all of them, that same pattern. But what I will do is I will talk with the customer, we'll check out the space, and we'll come up with something that is perfect for their space, which I think is the only way to do it if you really want it. A lot of people force, oh, I gotta put this project in this space and it's gotta look this way because that's how I want it to be. Sometimes the environment isn't meant for that. This particular project is case in point. This particular project, we came in, it was supposed to be in a very nice Japanese garden type area, and they wanted an ancient looking stream that had been here for years, that twisted and turned and everything through. Now, a lot of our projects would be wide, shallower rocks. Our rocks may only be like that tall along our edges. But again, with what we were going for, we wanted to use bigger chunk stone. And so We didn't go as wide for as long as this thing is. We got a 150-foot system here, and the stream bed's only like 3 feet wide, but it fits the space. And as you kind of walk through this, you'll see the rock, the top of the rock up here, and the water is down there. And what I was trying to do is basically look like a system that is carved out through these rocks and washed away the sediments and pushed through these areas to make it look like it's been here for so long. And I think that doing something like this achieved that look. It really does look like it's been here for 1,000 years. And that's probably, when I talk to customers and show them what we do, it's probably what I talk about the most. Is I don't want to come and drop a feature into your yard that looks like we put it in your yard. I want to make a feature look like you built your house next to a natural system. And I think that doing stuff like this and following this kind of pattern that we kind of follow with our features, of looking for what feature will look best there and making whatever it is that we're doing fit that space, I think it gives a much more natural, been here for 1,000 years look. So I'm really happy with that. And I love the way you look. And I think I would encourage anybody else who's doing your own, or another contractor, is to truly try to learn what features will fit best on the right slopes, will fit best in the right environments, whether it's full sun, whether you're in the shade, whether you're in the woods, whether you're in an open yard. All of those things kind of play in, and then comes the plant selection. Your plant selection around a feature will also play into kind of what you're trying to create, whether you have the ability to plant plants, whether you're not going to plant plants. All of that can play into the artistry of kind of everything being tied in together. And I think being able to do a feature, especially like this, knowing all of that beforehand and trying to play with it and learn is a really awesome way to do things. Anyway, guys, I wanted to take today and show you guys a little bit of our particular artistry and help you get to know kind of what we're doing here at Amen Corner Ponds. I'm going to go ahead and start breaking down our projects from last year, showing you guys what we do, why we do it, the reason we chose small rocks, big rocks, all of those things. And I just wanted to take today and kind of give you the backstory of Amen Corner Ponds, where I started from, and kind of our journey as we continue to strive to be one of the best artists, not only in our area, but also throughout the water feature industry. We're trying to get there. We've got a long way to go, but we wanted to showcase what we have done and just kind of show you guys what's possible in your space. And so we'll be going through different projects and breaking down the uniqueness of that particular project, why we chose certain things, what exactly we were looking for with it, and how we achieved the result that we did. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for following our YouTube channel. If you guys will, put any comments down below. If you guys have built your own feature, share your story. I would love to hear you guys' story of what inspired you to build a pond, or you to start your own water feature. Or if you're running it yourselves, you're doing a business, what got you into doing this? Because I think that's super fascinating. What you guys are doing, why you guys started, reach out to me, tell me that story. I'd love to talk to you guys. Maybe we could get some videos going where I sit down with some of you guys and talk to you guys about why you decided to do a water feature, why you decided to do a water feature business. I think that would be super cool. It would help me learn. Hopefully it'll help you learn, and it'll be fantastic. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Again, like the video and let me know what you think. Again, we're here in the Southeast. We're in Aiken, South Carolina. We do work in South Carolina. We do work in Georgia. So reach out if you have any questions, if you have any interest in a water feature. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video today, guys. We'll catch you next time.